I have the light set to red, so that's how you're gonna know if I'm talking about some serious shit, is by the color of my background. I'm not gonna tell you guys beyond that what other colors are gonna be. I'm just gonna let you figure that out. Hello, my friends, and Happy New Year, even though I'm posting this on the 2nd. It's been a hell of a year already. We've already had a couple terrorist attacks. But what I wanted to talk about is that we are now coming up on the 250th year of the United States. And that's great until you realize empires usually fall after 250 years. I'm not kidding, that's the benchmark. The average lifespan of an empire in the United States is pretty much in all forms, but name an empire, is about 250 years. That's the average. I'm not saying like tomorrow it's game over, cash in your chips, jump ship. I'm just saying that given that number and the state of the country, it feels very real that in my lifetime, or at the very least my kid's lifetime, bullets will start flying on American soil. I mean, they're already flying, but you know what I mean. Now, for 2026, they announced that the ball will drop on the night of July 3rd going into July 4th to celebrate 250 years. They also did announce that we are going to have like a UFC event outside on the lawn of the White House, which I'm a UFC fan. It's pretty dope, but it's also pretty reminiscent of Caesar's Circus to me. Give them Little Caesar's cheese pizza and Bud Light, and they will be content. And given the absolute shit show that is the release of the Epstein files, just pointing out blatant protection for the elite, the political class, as well as the blatant fraud going on in Minnesota right now. Those damn daycares that Nick Shirley pointed out, which people are making this a political issue because it's a good shield to protect powerful people that are allowing that fraud to occur because they're getting votes and kickbacks. It's fraud. It's blatant, obvious fucking fraud. $9 billion. That is the low-end estimate. Just to put that in reference for you, we just got high-resolution images from Pluto, and that project took $3 billion. It cost the American taxpayer less money to reach the outer rim of our solar system and send back images than it did to pay for illegitimate businesses in Minnesota. And they were sending billions of dollars to other countries to fund wars for the interest of national security. And then a little bit of icing on the cake, the Pentagon failed its 8th audit in a row. So because of all of that, there's now a movement for people to just not pay their taxes by April 15th of 2026. I would love to participate in that, but I'm a weenie. And looking at where our tax dollars are going, I don't blame them. With how much money we spend in taxes, there shouldn't be a single fucking pothole on the road. I just had to help my brother fix his tire the other night because he just called us up because also, Acura, fuck you guys. I don't know how many auto manufacturers do this, but it should be illegal. Acura doesn't have spare tires come stock with their cars. It's an aftermarket thing you have to purchase. And he blew his tire because of a pothole. And with how much we spend in New York State taxes, there shouldn't be any fucking potholes. But if any politician convinces you that we need to raise our taxes because of X for Y, politely walk into a plane of glass. We do not need to raise our taxes anymore. The only thing we don't get taxed on is the air we breathe. And even that, they probably find a way to fucking get you somehow. And if they haven't, they'll find a way. They'll Mr. O'Hare that shit. The problem we do have is a severe improper allocation of resources and tax dollars. Like that $10 billion worth of fraud would fix like half of the homelessness in the United States for a year. If we can just piss money like that away, how is anybody in the United States starving or doesn't have a shelter over their head? But nothing will get better because the right only calls out the left and the left only calls out the right. Things only really get better when the left calls out the left and the right calls out the right. That's simple. But yeah, I'm not blaming anybody that's jumping on that bandwagon of not paying their taxes for the fiscal year of 2026. I will not be one of them, IRS. It's because I'm a weenie and I'm really scared to go to prison. But that's how they get you. It's fear. It's how they keep you in line. But really, when you think about it, we did have a revolution because they just taxed tea, and that was it. Like, we crashed the fuck out. Like, in a lot of places now, they're getting, like, 30% of their income tax on top of, like, sales tax, and then they're getting taxed on this bullshit and that bullshit. Now they just passed the whole new law and the big, beautiful bill thing, and that's, like, taxing trucks and shit, which is gonna hurt, like, so many construction companies, especially smaller ones. Like, they're literally taxing us to fix problems that people scream about, but the taxes result in bigger problems that nobody cares about. And the money that they get from the taxes to fix those problems doesn't go to those problems. We don't fucking know where it goes. The Pentagon doesn't know where it goes. They failed their 8th fucking audit. I just don't know, guys. I don't know. For my life personally, I'm optimistic for 2026. For all you fuckers, I'm worried. Both domestic in the United States and abroad. shit's not looking good. People are not playing nice in the sandbox. Corruption's rampant. There's a lot of revolutions going on, but who's to say the governments that are going to spawn after these revolutions, like in Nepal and a few other places, who's to say they're going to be better or be right back where they were a few years from now or worse? It's very rare that revolutions end up actually producing a better government than the one they destroyed. And to top it all off, GTA 6 was delayed to 2027. And do this goddamn AI bubble RAM's gonna be like $5,000 they're trying to push it to. You're gonna need to take a loan out to play Arc Raiders. That's not to mention the fucking immense environmental damage that they're doing. Like, they've consumed more fresh water than the entire bottle of water industry has. In like its second year of existence? I don't know, guys. It's easy to look at the doom and gloom and think it's gonna get worse, but I'm an optimist. However, I think things are going to get significantly worse before they get better. But in the long term, I'm an optimist. For me, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure 2026 is a damn good year for me and the people in my life. And I hope you do the same too, and I wish you luck. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day for watching and listening to me ramble. And I hope to see you in the next video tomorrow. Love you, bye.